Since my first speech was over me transitioning into Texas Tech as a student, it got me thinking into what my second speech should be about. It didn't take me long to think, well, of course I want my second speech to be about Texas Tech as well. Since I've gone to Texas Tech for a few years, who better than to inform y'all over a few traditions over Texas Tech, and not so common traditions over Texas Tech. Now, what's the first thing you see when you enter campus? You see the seal. What you wouldn't know, though, is that students probably don't know what the pictures are on the seal, and they probably don't know what the pictures represent on the seal. The seal was first designed in 1942 by William Watkin. There's 4 pictures on the seal. The first picture is a lamp, which represents school. There's a key that represents home. There's a book that represents church. And there's a star, which represents the state. Now, in between these 4 pictures, there is cotton separating them. Obviously, cotton is represented on the seal because Lubbock is strong in the cotton industry. There's also an eagle over these 4 pictures, which represents our country. Now, the first time the seal was seen, it was on diplomas in 1942. This wasn't really adopted as the real seal until a few years later, in 1953. The seal was finally placed on Broadway in the 70s. Now, when I was researching this on the Texas Tech website, it said the seal was called an Oreo, or students called it an Oreo. But I've personally never called it an Oreo, and I've never heard anyone call it an Oreo, so I'm not sure if that was a thing from the past or an old tradition. Now, since we all see the seal, I figured why not talk about a tradition that I didn't know about, and I think probably other students haven't heard about it, but it was on the Texas Tech website, and it was really interesting to me. It's called the Blarney Stone. It is in front of the old electrical engineer building. On St. Patrick's Day in 1939, Texas Tech unveiled that they had found Blarney Stone in Ireland during a field trip. For those of you that don't know what the Blarney Stone is, it's a stone off of a famous castle in Ireland called the Blarney Castle. And if you kiss this stone while hanging upside down, it gives you eloquent speech forever. Now, after the Texas Tech field trip brought the stone back and did a few tests on it, they found that this was actually from the original castle. So Texas Tech put it in front of the old electrical engineer building, and seniors, if they go and kiss it, if seniors go and kiss it near graduation time, it is said that they will have eloquent speech as well. Since I've informed y'all over the seal, a common tradition, and since I've informed y'all over a not so common tradition, the Blarney Stone, I actually surprised myself in not knowing about the symbols, and I surprised myself in not knowing the Blarney Stone. Since I didn't know about those, I hope that some of y'all didn't know about those, and that I have informed y'all over them as I informed myself.